I used to think that caffeine was giving me an edge, and it turns out that it was actually holding me back. Since quitting, I've felt more alive, more focused, and genuinely more well than I have in years. I've had a long history with caffeine. I grew up drinking caffeine. My parents were obsessed with Diet Coke. I'm Puerto Rican. We love our coffee. We give coffee to our kids. We have caffeinated candy. We have coffee desserts. And so I drank coffee my whole life, basically. And like, it's I got so used to it, it was almost like part of my identity. And it turns out that like it actually really fucks me up. And it took me a long time to realize that. I was in denial for a long time. Like at one point I was dating someone who was managing a Starbucks, and we would drink like 4 to 6 shots of espresso a day. And I felt horrible all the time. I like had too many bowel movements. I went to the bathroom too much. I woke up in the middle of the night a lot. And then when I wouldn't drink it, I would feel super depressed. And like whenever I would try to quit, I would get these headaches. And like, as I understand it, caffeine has like, it releases like dopamine, epinephrine, norepinephrine. And when you stop drinking caffeine, for a little while, these chemicals are missing, and your whole sleep-wake cycle, your adenosine receptors, they just get whacked. And like, I would stop drinking it, and I like the withdrawal. It was like being in withdrawal from something much stronger, right? Like it's supposed to be just caffeine, but like I would feel just miserable, and like every time I tried to quit, it was impossible. Long story short, the the withdrawal is the hard part, right? And so if you can mitigate the withdrawal, then basically it's much easier to quit, and it's easier to not relapse because basically, so I have a strategy now. Every time that I need to quit coffee or stop using caffeine, or just like if my sleep's getting messed up and I just need to switch, I need something different. I use amino acids, and amino acids have totally changed my whole perspective on the human body. I'm not addicted to caffeine anymore. You can actually use amino acids with the caffeine to boost the caffeine. These are miraculous substances. And so basically, my strategy is to boost the same brain chemicals as coffee, but with amino acids. Okay, so this is what I use. I use 2 grams of tyrosine, a half gram of phenylalanine, 5 grams of creatine, 50 milligrams of theanine, and 2 grams of taurine. You mix it up into water. That's unflavored, right? It's just bland, basic amino acids. But if you drink it first thing in the morning, preferably with food, you can do it on an empty stomach. Suddenly, 20 or 30 or 40 minutes later, sometimes sooner, you don't miss your coffee. In fact, you feel better than you would have if you drank your coffee. Um, and so, does it taste like coffee? No. Does it taste like an energy drink? No. But it works. And for me, it's delivered better energy, more clarity, and better focus than I've experienced with caffeine or coffee or any form of caffeinated supplement or otherwise. And here's the main benefit to me is that it doesn't ruin my sleep. It doesn't make me anxious. It costs less money, and there's no crash. And if I need a redose in the afternoon, I can just take a little bit less, and then I feel almost just as good uh, as the first dose. But then it's not like drinking a second cup of caffeine in the morning where you feel kind of weird, and then you're not going to sleep that night. And so I mean, drink it in the morning, give it a shot. I don't think you'll regret it. You'll forget about caffeine. And and one more thing, if you do happen to um, want to drink your caffeine anyways, drink like half after you drink this amino acid mix, right? Because your caffeine is actually going to hit much stronger because you have the precursors to the neurotransmitters already there, right? And so and this also works, by the way, if you just want to reduce your tolerance to caffeine, um, or reduce the amount that you need, right? Like a lot of the tolerance comes from the depletion of these neurotransmitters, and you can replace the neurotransmitters, pardon, you can replace the amino acids, and then when you drink the caffeine, it has a much stronger effect because you're not trying to squeeze blood out of a turnip, as I like to say. But give it a shot. Amino acids: 2 grams of tyrosine, half a gram of phenylalanine, 2 grams of taurine, 5 grams of creatine, 50 milligrams of theanine, and it'll get rid of your caffeine withdrawal. Give it a shot. Thanks for watching.